So we have a ton of new information about this year's iPhones. We have CAD renders of the iPhone 13, showcasing much larger sensors and the smaller notch, and also some clarification on the iPhone 13 Pros and whether we'll still see a 120Hz LTPO display. So basically, as we expected, the design is very similar to the iPhone 12 series, but there are a few key changes, and one of them is a much larger camera module. So basically, the key takeaways are the camera will be a perfect square now, and the camera module will protrude a little more from the body. Now, if you're wondering why the camera module is getting larger, it's because the camera sensors are getting larger. I mean, that kind of is obvious, right? But anyways, we have heard about a main sensor with a wider aperture coming to the iPhone 13 Pro Max, and so that would explain why the camera module is so much bigger. And also everything Apple Pro mentions, the LiDAR sensor is getting larger too, possibly to help with night mode photography, and of course, portrait video mode that should be coming to the iPhone 13. But do note, much like this year, the iPhone 13 Pro Max is once again having some exclusive camera features over the rest of the lineup. But it's not all bad news because the larger sensors on today's iPhone 12 Pro Max are making its way to the 13 Pro, though I can't lie, the sensor now looks goofishly large, and I'm not a huge fan of it, but I guess we'll get used to it when the actual product arrives in September. But now is where the information gets a little sus, I can't lie, because the next tidbit is about the iPhone 13 and 13 mini, and basically there's going to be a new camera layout where the cameras are going to be diagonal instead. So guys, when I first saw this, I just thought to myself, this has to be BS, this can't be true. But then, more and more info regarding this came through, and now a lot of CAD renders from different sources are aligning on this tidbit and the fact we're seeing this really ugly camera layout with the iPhone 13 and 13 mini. In fact, the only reason I can think of as to why Apple might do this is to make the regular iPhones intentionally ugly to of course upsell you to the Pros, because that would kinda make me buy the Pros. I do not want an iPhone with a camera module that looks like that. It looks absolutely disgusting, okay? I can't be seen around with a phone with that camera module. So yeah, I will go for the Pro if this is actually the case. It is quite an eyesore, and so yes, I'm really hoping Apple does not mess with this beautiful camera module we have right now. And the dodginess doesn't end there, because we have information about a dual front-facing camera system on the iPhone 13 series, which is pretty peculiar at face value. Now do note, we did get different CAD models from 3 different sources, and only one claims we could see a dual front-facing camera system, and so it is very likely this information is completely bogus. But guys, I can't lie, the more I think about this, the more I want this feature on the iPhone 13, because think about it. With the Pixel 3, we had a wide angle and an ultra wide on the front, and so if you wanted a high resolution group selfie, you could with the front facing ultra wide lens, and so I would kind of like to see that with the iPhone 13. Now yes, I know that Apple already makes the front facing camera a little wider on the front using software, but the difference is very marginal. It's not really that much of a difference, and so I would appreciate a wide angle lens that's as wide as the one on the back on the front of the phone too. We also see the smaller notch in these CAD renders, and they align with pretty much every other report out there regarding the smaller notch. So, as we have come to expect, the earpiece has been tucked into the actual frame, and it seems it's separate from the actual display, which again, I can't lie, looks a little off to me. Maybe I have to get used to the design, but yeah, again, not a huge fan of this new design. And by the way, from Duanri, we just got images comparing the new notch to the current notch on the iPhone 12 mini, and you can see it's around a 30% reduction, which is actually quite a major change. And finally, we have Ross Young clarifying on the whole LTPO 120Hz matter, because we have had a few rumors claiming the iPhone 13 Pro Max will exclusively have the LTPO feature, whereas the iPhone 13 Pro will have just bog standard 120Hz. And well, Ross Young just says no to all of that because yes, he confirms that the iPhone 13 Pro and 13 Pro Max should both have the LTPO display, which by the way, if you don't know, allows the display to variably refresh from 1Hz to 120Hz and allows the phone to save around 15 to 20% of battery life. So yes, that's pretty much everything new about the iPhone 13 series we know so far, but let me know in the comments below, what are your thoughts on the diagonal camera layout? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Let me know in the comments below. Anyways, thank you for watching, make sure to like and subscribe. For the latest Apple news and rumors, check out the video in the icon above about everything we can expect at the April event. And on that note, I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya, peeps.